Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial. This time we are going to be adding man's best friend. Yes, been waiting a while for this one and I finally managed to get it in. So here we go. Right, so first thing you're going to do is download this folder right here from my Dropbox. This is a dogs folder. In that folder you're going to have these three things on the right hand side. And first thing you're going to do is go to your server, wherever that is installed, be it on a home server or on your paid server. Obviously log in on your paid server and voila, you'll look something kind of similar to this but not. Right, here we go then guys. So first thing you're going to do is head to @exile server. You're going to go in there, you're going to go in add-ons, and we're going on the right hand side here we are going to copy and paste the DV file into here. If you already have one in here, just go ahead and paste it in there and recopy over the one that you've already got. I've looked through both of them and they're exactly the same. I can't find nothing that's different in there. There's not any lines that are different, there's not any added lines, there's nothing really that's in there if you do have one already in here already. The things that obviously this uses as well, which if I'm honest I can't really remember, but everything seems to work from my XMate, like spawning in the Mosey and the quad bikes. Yeah, it all seems to work, so I mean I can't really remember what that was for, but yeah, just go ahead and copy it over. Everything that I've seemed to have done in game at the moment seems to work fine, so yeah, but just go ahead and keep a backup just in case. You never know. But right, so next thing is we are going to head to our MP missions folder. I'm going to go in there, unpack your trusted PBO, doesn't matter what it is, Tanoa, Chinaris, Altus, it's all the same, it's just a different map. Obviously once you've unpacked it, make sure you do keep an original. Go ahead and just drag your last working one that you know definitely worked into your originals folder, then you've got a backup there just in case. Right, next thing you're going to do is I'm using Chinaris Redux today, so I'm going to go in here. And what we're going to do next is over here on the right, this dogs, we are going to copy and paste that into the customs folder. If you haven't got a customs folder, just right click, new folder, and call it customs. Yeah, obviously make sure you spell it right as well, as being known. Right, next thing you're going to do is you are going to head to the readme, and we have a few things to do in here. Might look daunting, but trust me, it's pretty easy. Right, so first thing I'm going to do is head to the config.cpp, and we are going to go down to custom code, so right here, and we're going to get this line here, copy, and we're going to paste it in down here. Obviously you can see I've already done it, I've already made sure it already works prior to this video. So yeah, once you've done that part, we're going to head back into the readme. We're going to move on to the next part, so add to XMate. So we're going to head down to the XMate, which is near the bottom, so right here, CFG XMate, if you want to search that in this search box at the top here, and we are going to copy this part here. So I'm going to copy that, copy, and we are going to go down to the bottom of it, and once you get to the bottom, just go to wherever it says that your last one is, like Mosey or Quad Bike or Virtual Garage, you know, one of them. Just go ahead and go to the last bit, press enter, and then Control V, so then it brings up this part. Once you've done that, head back to the top here, I think. Yep, and you want to add this part in here, so I don't actually think I put that in the description, so I'll tell you what I'll do, I will just quickly put that in there. What is that part? Add to extra apps, so add to extra apps, which would be that part. So you would have copied that part, and let me just save that, and you would have put that in there. Then obviously the next part you'd have done was this part here, which we just did. Bit backwards, I know, but I didn't realise that I'd forgot to put that in there. Right, so the next part you want to do is come down to this part here, and you're going to copy this part. We're going to head down here. Obviously there is your dog part there, but we're now going to head down to the button parts. So as you can see here, these have all got app 04 button. These are all your buttons, so it's going up in numbers. I've already, well, I deleted 2 prior to this because I didn't use the button, so I've put it in as number 7. You might have a fully 1 to 10 here or whatever, but whatever, you know, wherever it is, just go to the end, hit enter twice. I'm just doing this to show you, and then just go ahead and change the number to whatever your number is next, so 15. You know, that's how it would look. Okay. Obviously I'm going to delete that because I don't need that, because I've already got it in here because it's on number 7. It's right there. So yeah, that's that part there. So next part, let me just save that because don't need to do that. Right, so the next part we've done now in the config.cpp, so we can get out of there. So next part is the description, so we're heading description, go back to the readme, and we're going to copy this part here, copy, and head down to the bottom and paste it in down at the bottom like I've done here. If you've already got a CFG sounds, just go ahead and add this to the top of it, and obviously underneath this marker here, and you should be good to go. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to head to the init SQF. Just get out of that one there. Yep. Head to the init SQF. Obviously don't forget, guys, to save as well as you do these things. I keep forgetting to tell you. But yeah, go to the init SQF, copy this part here, copy, and paste it in here, like I've done here. You don't really need this dog part, you only need this bottom part here. If you do want to keep it all together and not have massive gaps, I just think it looks a bit cooler having that. But yeah, once you've done that, obviously, and you pasted it in there, hit save, come out of that, and you don't need this now because you are finished. So the next thing you're going to do is head back to your PBO, and you are going to repack. So right click and PBO manager and the top bar. So then obviously it packs it back up. Obviously bear in mind, just keep an original just in case. You know, you don't want to fuck up. You know, if you do fuck up, then you know you've got a safeguard. But right, so once you're in game, I've already got my dog here. But what you would do is go on your Xmate, press 6, and you would have this icon here in the middle. Obviously it might not be in the middle, might be on your next page, might be somewhere completely different, whatever number you've put this at. This is my number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this was my number 7. Obviously once you press click on this, I'm pretty sure you can only have one at a time. So if you you have to wait until the server restarts, and then you can have one again. I'm pretty sure, okay? But yeah, you need beef parts for this, so you have to go to the vendor and buy these pack of beef parts. That is how you get the dog out. So just like the vehicles, you would need extension cords or pieces of metal, blah blah blah. But yeah, right, so once you've done that, you would come over to your dog. I found that if you go in first person and go up to his head, it will come up with tame dog. Obviously I'm already tamed on this animal, so it will not let me tame it again. It will come up with like just a normal box, and it will you just use your scroll wheel on it and you click yes, or tame, I think it's tame dog, I think it says. But yeah, and then he'll start running around like he does, and then you have your, if you press your scroll wheel, you'll have these options here. So follow, sneak, stay, run, sprint and kill. If you set it to kill, it will come up with your dog is now aggressive and will attack living things around you. Please bear in mind, I was in the trade zone earlier with this dog and he killed the traders. You could still obviously use the traders, but they were dead on the floor. So yeah, just be aware of that. Just make sure it is in passive mode when you go in there, because you can switch it back to passive. You can make the dog follow you, so he will start running around. You can make him seek, so he will seek something out. If there is something, maybe an animal or person or something. But yeah, you can make him stay, which he will stop and then sit, and yeah, that's a cool thing, you know, man's best friend. But right, guys, so hope you did like it. Make sure you do give it a thumbs up, and if you do get stuck, guys, head over to my Discord channel, which is located up the top of my YouTube page on the right hand side, a little quick link right next to the big fat donations button. Right, guys, I will see you in the next video. See you later.